Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Thursday the 8th of March 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. Not many to speak of in terms of major moves over the last 24 hours in the world's foreign exchanges. I have highlighted a couple of moves here, however. Dollar real, the dollar losing ground against the Brazilian currency, and in dollar Korean won, the dollar actually making gains against the Korean currency. Interesting to note that they have moved in exactly the same proportion, 0.33%, but in different directions. Bitcoin in the world of cryptocurrencies down by around $128 or 1.3% over the course of the last 24 hours, and it has slipped below a $10,000 handle. So 9784 Bitcoin was trading shortly before we came on air. Right then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. A pretty busy calendar, and we've already had house price data out of the UK for February, alongside Australian trade balance data and Chinese trade balance data, and we'll look at that Chinese data in a bit more detail later in the video. To come at 12:45, we have the key item on the calendar for the day, the ECB, the European Central Bank interest rate decision, and that'll be followed at 13:30 by Mario Draghi's policy statement and press conference, always closely watched, of course, that item. It's Thursday, the day before non-farm payrolls on Friday, and so initial jobless claims and continuing jobless claims in the US take on extra significance, and they're released at 13:30 as well. And then later on at 1600 even, GMT in Canada, the Bank of Canada governor Pollers will get to his feet to give us a speech. Bank of Canada obviously kept interest rates on hold earlier in the week, and it will be interesting to see if they shed any light on the thinking behind that decision. And if the governor doesn't do that, then perhaps his colleague Lane will do so when they speak at 20:35 this evening. To finish the day, we have electronic card retail sales data out of New Zealand, and CPI and overall household spending data for January from Japan at 23:30. Breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, Chinese exports leapt by more than 40% in February and bring the country's trade balance data back into surplus after January's sharp dip into deficit. In fact, the leap in Chinese exports was 44%, a really significant move, smashing through forecasts there. Staying with trade, Donald Trump will seek to formalise tariffs on steel and aluminium imports today. Well, the White House has indicated that there could be exemptions for both Mexico and Canada, but those exemptions could be contingent on success in the wider NAFTA talks. And in the world of cryptocurrencies, Japanese authorities have told 7 Tokyo-based crypto exchanges to improve their security or else. Right then, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. Why not think about this? As Donald Trump prepares to introduce trade tariffs on metal imports, bankers at Citigroup have suggested that a growing US trade deficit is fanning the trade war flames and could encourage further action in Washington. And you can see the trade deficit starting to widen again, down to just over $56.6 billion at the last knocking. Given the performance of Chinese exports today, that could well give Donald Trump cause to take further action. Right, risk warning time. Please take a moment to read the risk warning, because trading CFDs and foreign exchange and margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of the products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative.